It's been a nice little Sunday. Today we're going to go to the toy store, and we're going to try and find some educational toys. One for an infant, toddler maybe, or maybe even a preschool child that has a disability. And then we're going to look for a toy for an elementary school student. Bud, hush! Trying to do some homework here. Sorry, we're going to look for a toy for an elementary school student with a learning disability in math. And then finally we're going to look for an educational toy for a middle school student who has an intellectual disability. I'm thinking Down syndrome. So let's go. I'm pretty excited about this field experience. I haven't been to the toy store in a long time. I mean, most toy stores, they don't even exist anymore. They're in your Walmarts and your Kmarts and whatnot. But I'm going to the good old-fashioned Toys R Us in North Charleston, and we'll find some toys. Things I'm going to be looking for when I get there, across all ages. I'm going to be looking for a toy that's multi-sensory, meaning it's colorful, it's got some different sounds, different textures. I also want to look at the method of activation for the toy, and is it going to be difficult to get started or stop, and if there is difficulty, is it an appropriate level of challenge? I don't want it to be frustrating, but there should be an element of challenge in the toy. I want to look at where the toy is going to be used. Can it go on a wheelchair tray? Or is it, strictly a floor toy? Can it go in the car? I think these are all important questions to ask. Just hang on a second, we're making a turn here. Alrighty. Another thing that I kind of want to think about is the toy popular now. I mean, I think kids with disabilities, they want to, they're just like any other kid. They just have an exceptionality, and I think they deserve to play with toys that other kids are playing with. So, is there some congruency there? I'm definitely going to look at that. Is there self-expression in the toy? Can the kid be creative? I should probably keep my eyes on the road. Or is it just and that's it? I think that's an important question to ask. I forgot to mention, the main thing I want to look for too is the toy fun? That's kind of the goal of the toy, and if he's got some flashcards with some pictures on because he struggles in math, but the juice isn't really worth the squeeze there. That doesn't sound very fun to me, so I'm going to find a fun math game. It's going to happen. Well, the outside of this Toys R Us is reminiscent of what might have been, but let's go see what's inside. Here we go. Okay, I just walked in and I'm overwhelmed, and there's clothing in the toy store. Exhibit A. When I was coming up, the whole reason going to the toy store was fun was because you knew you wouldn't have to try on clothes. What's wrong with our country? Alright, we're making it past the first batch of clothes, and we're looking for not a baby aisle. Oh. Man, this stuff is confusing. And there are so many clothes here. Alright, I think I see where we need to. Yeah, buddy. The Rumble and Learn Driver. 4 modes of play, learning time, musical fun, imagination. It's even got Spanish learning. It's multi-sensory. I see a lot of colors there. Man, I can't believe it has a Spanish.
Let's learn Spanish.
Oh my. Let's learn Spanish.
Hello. Hola.
Hola. So in further examining this toy, I see that it's got volume control. I think this would be pretty popular. I'd want to play with this now, and I'm 27. Like I said, it's very colorful. It's got lights. The turn signals light up. The wheel turns. Man, look at all that action. And I don't feel like it'd be very difficult. I think it can get more challenging because you can adjust these knobs up here, and for an infant, you know, having the fine motor skills to get in there, especially an infant with a disability. That would be frustrating, but as the child got older, I think they'd have more fun with this. I think it's a great toy. I think it's got easy activation. I mean, it's a very versatile and travelable, that's not a word, and a toy that's easy to travel with. It looks safe to me. I mean, it's Fisher Price, so it'll probably last a year before something breaks on it, but that's durable in this day and age. Alright, I've got to walk quickly past the Batman toys because he was my favorite growing up and still is. We're in search of a math doll. It's Rex. Anyway, we're looking for a math toy. Stay on focus. Ooh, look back here. This is where all the toys for kids with ADHD are. It's because they're not allowed to go back there. Just kidding. Well, like I said, we were going to look for a toy for a student or an elementary school student with a math learning disability, but we're going to amend that to reading disability because this thing looks awesome. It's called the V-Reader. It's an animated ebook system. It's where reading comes to life. And look at all these different books you can read. We've got Cars 2, Toy Story 3. I thought those were movies, but evidently they've been made into books. Okay, I thought it usually went the other way, but we'll work with it. So we're going to read Shrek's Vacation right now. Looks like the system's booting up. You're getting the Apple Wheel of Death. Oh, alright. Here we go. Okay. Shrek's Vacation. Adjustable volume. Travels well. Oh, some lady in a Shrek mask. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Let's see. Oh, there's Donkey.
Shrek had become a very famous ogre, and curious crowds of people came to visit his
Check
home
that out.
all hours of the day.
So, the story pops up here.
Touch the words and pictures
And
to explore the story.
okay, I'm not ready to explore. Give me a, hold on, pause. There we go, wait. Whoa. Alright, so I'm getting frustrated. Maybe this isn't the best toy. Pause. Stay. Oh my. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, I've found what could be a very useful toy. But I keep pressing pause and the page. So in the early years of development, exploration takes on this whole new dimension. We're talking elementary school kids, and these children imitate the people in their world. They gain insight through trial and error, and just by watching the people around them. And these educational games, like the e-reader that we just looked at, they aim to help a child learn to read while removing the element of risk in learning and making the child comfortable, putting them in a safe environment, and teaching them a story that they already know. And I think that's a great and a useful tool. Just needs a easier user interface. The last toy we're going to look for is for a middle school student with Down syndrome. Now, children with Down syndrome have a wide range of capabilities, but the common denominator here should focus on neuromuscular development, and great joy may come from games and activities that all children enjoy, especially gross and fine motor skill development. Just so you know I'm not lying, this is in Toys R Us now. Which I'm actually glad about because we were out of these changing table pads that are very helpful, and I don't have to make 2 stops now. Yay.